He told me he loved me, I loved him, but then the next day, he called me and told me that he thinks that we should break up because he knew he was going to be there for a while and he didn't want to put it on me. But I cared about him so much that I wanted to make it work. So I never understood, you know, why he would.
So he left. He left, and so he broke up with you and left. He goes back to Iraq, and you hear from a friend that he
is engaged
to someone else in Iraq.
To another person he was on duty with in Iraq.
And then you spoke to him, and then you also found out something new again. That what?
That he wasn't engaged anymore.
So he got engaged, and then he wasn't engaged anymore. So recently, you were at a certain store. What store were you at?
Recently, I was at Walmart, and total shock. Haven't seen him in a while, and he comes up to me, and I couldn't even speak. Like, all the feelings came back, and so it was really brief. I found out he was single, left, and just...
And that was it?
Yeah.
And so what do you want from him?
Well, throughout the years, I've always wondered, like, what could have been, because I felt like it was so perfect between us. But I was never sure if he felt the same way, because, I mean, he did get engaged, so...
So you really want to tell him how you feel, I guess, because you weren't able to tell him in the Walmart because the cat got your tongue?
Yeah.
Okay, well, can the cat give you back your tongue right now? Because Terry's here. Yeah. And this is going to be your chance. Come on out here, Terry. You're going to be able to tell him. Have a seat, Terry.
Thank you.
So, Terry, Melanie brought you here for a reason. She recently, you know, saw you in the Walmart, and she got a little tongue-tied. And so...
Yeah, she did.
We surprised her and brought you here so that she can tell you something. What do you want to tell them?
I guess throughout the years, I've always thought about you. You never left my mind. I've always wondered what could have been, because I felt that our relationship was so good before you left. And so I think I was never able to let that go.
What do you want to tell her, Terry?
I definitely feel, I mean, that feeling is definitely mutual. I mean, when we first met, I mean, it was a chemistry that I've never experienced before. Haven't experienced it since. I mean, it was just an overwhelming feeling. It really was.
Why did you break up with her?
Well, you know, when I was over there, I guess a few weeks, I was able to use the phone, you know, satellite phone, and I called you. And I realized that it was so much stress on you. Like, just from the first couple minutes to talk to you on the phone, it was just so much stress for you, worrying about me and being over there. And I was, you know, really nervous and really scared myself, to be honest with you.
Okay.
You know?
So explain to her the whole engagement to the other girl in the Air Force.
Well, at that point, you know, we decided to break up, and I thought it was the best thing. But I ended up staying over there for 21 months, so consecutively. So, I mean, I volunteered to stay longer. And I did. I met an Air Force girl over there. We became really good friends, and we ended up seeing each other. And then for like the last 6 months I was over there, her and I decided to, you know, get engaged, and we came back. We lived together for a little while, and then we ended up breaking up.
There's a reason why you broke up with the Air Force girl. Why don't you tell Melanie why? One of the reasons.
Well, one of the reasons is because I never let you go. I mean, whenever you truly care about somebody, I know that. Whenever you truly care about somebody, no matter who you try to be with, and no matter who, you know, no matter how bad you try to mask that feeling, it still comes up.
Yeah.
You know, like that love will always be there.
Well, you guys willing to give it another try?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, very good. We're sending Melanie and Terry on a special Valentine's Day date. We're going to help you rekindle your romance. You're going in style because a limo is going to pick you up. and take you guys on this date. And just to let you know, I have family in the military, lots of family, lots of friends in the military. They go overseas to these war-torn countries, and they connect to people, and it doesn't mean they necessarily love them, but their lives are on the line, and they feel so vulnerable, and it's like this kind of false falling in love thing that like goes away really fast. And the real loves many times are at home waiting, and you just happen to be that real love that was waiting. You weren't some temporary thing to make him feel safe. You were the truth. And just to let you know that.
It really does make a lot of sense.
That does happen. We'll be right back. Still to come. If you could go back, Rosario, and talk to teenage Rosario, what would you say to her?
You can be so devastated by so many things, but it does not really mean anything in the grand scheme of things if you're not really solid with yourself.
Valentine's Day, Tyra Show style. And I said before that I think Valentine's Day should be more about not just about romantic love, that we should celebrate the love we have for our friends, for our moms, our sisters, our dads. Now, Tiffany says that she's all about that, and she loves finding the perfect Valentine's Day gift for everybody in her life. Wow, so it's your favorite holiday, not for necessarily the romance.
Yes, Tyra. Actually, Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday. It's actually because it's near my birthday. And also, it's like Christmas for me. Usually I receive a lot of gifts for Valentine's Day, and also it's just, for me, it's about friendship and love. And during that time, I usually take my mom and my dad and my friends, and we usually just go out to restaurants and have a good time.
So this is the example of, again, if you don't have somebody, don't trip, don't cry in your own solo box of chocolate. It's not the end of the world. The editor-at-large of Daily Candy, Danielle Carrillos, she is back.
Hi.
And here to show us the best ways to say I love you on Valentine's Day for all the people in your life. Okay, so what's the first thing you have?
We've got to give Tiffany some discoveries. I mean, how selfless and awesome an attitude is that? I love it. I love it. Why not something that can remind them of you every single day? It's the My Inside Grow Grain Ribbon and Oxidized Sterling Silver ID bracelet, so you can personalize the message.
Oh, that was my name.
They just look so rad. They're modern, but they're classic, and it's the kind of thing you can wear with something super dressy. You can wear any day, and they'll think, oh, she loves me. And it's really personal.
So we're going to give you some of these, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
And everybody in the audience is getting it, too. What else we got?
What about something for the girl who likes to get all dressed up, which is pretty much everyone, right? Stila's makeup player. What's a makeup player?
I heard of this.
This awesome vanity. It comes with the great Stila products, but then you can either rock out to tunes while you're getting ready, and we all do that, or it comes with an actual free makeup lesson. So you can play right there and then do exactly what they're telling you, which is pretty much the promise of the future, right? And you're giving them the gift of knowledge.
And I'm giving it to you, and I'm giving it to all of you!
Whoa! What about...
I told you Valentine's Day is not just about romantic love. Right?
There is a lot of love in this room. What about something super classic and beautiful? These are passion growers.
For your mama?
Hand-picked flowers. Why not 4 dozen? That's a dramatic way to say I love you. Look how stunning these are. There's something about roses that just scream Valentine's Day.
My mom.
You're going to give these to your mama?
Yes.
Who says I'm going to give them to you? She's like, oh yeah, my mama, my sister, my cousin. Your mom will be getting these because we are giving this to you. And whoever you guys want to give them to in your families, because you guys are all getting them too. You guys like the flowers, huh? Smell them? Smell the flowers?
They're so pretty.
What else we
And another Valentine's Day classic that is so much better when it's not about like, here you go. It's like you're taking it back. You're giving it to ladies. Godiva's signature classic Belgian chocolate. This is like put down the drugstore sampler. It is still cool to give chocolate if you put a little effort into it and get something really sweet.
Who do you know that loves chocolate?
I'm going to say my sister, who's actually in the audience.
Your sister's in the audience?
Courtney, where are you?
Where are you, Courtney? Stand up. Stand up.
Where is she? Oh, right there.
Nice. Well, this one I have to say you should probably keep because Courtney's getting the chocolates along with everybody else. this?
The gift of pampering. We can all use that. It is the famous New York City facialist Ling. It's her at-home facial and daily regimen kit.
Wow.
And it is just so luxurious. She is amazingly talented. She can cure any skin, and her stuff is like liquid gold. This is, you know, it comes with a special eye mask and replenishing serum and all the treats and tricks that make your skin really glow.
That's for me. That's for you, because you have beautiful skin, so this will keep it beautiful. And everybody else will have a beautiful skin.
To anyone's heart, we all know the old classic, it's through their stomach. So, a charbroil commercial series grill. Cooking up some burgers with a bunch of friends, or, you know, if you happen to be in a couple making steaks, that is something he's gonna be like, I love you.
Should we give it to her?
I think we should.
Okay, then who will you give this to?
This is for my dad, Tyra.
This is for your dad. Does he like to barbecue?
Yes.
My dad likes to barbecue too. I challenge my daddy against your daddy for some barbecue. My dad makes some good barbecue. Everybody gets it! TyraShow.com. We'll be right back. Tyra Show, Valentine's Day extravaganza. Okay, the pressure to be romantic and sexy, it's always there when you're in a couple relationship. It's like Valentine's Day starts coming around and it's like, oh, we gotta be romantic, we gotta be sexy, we gotta have sex tonight. But what about if you've been like together forever and like, you're like, I know it's Valentine's Day, but I see you all the time, I see you every day, and I don't wanna do it more today than yesterday. I don't wanna be sexy today. Well, Jamie and Mark say it's, you know, it's getting harder. They've been married for a while and it's hard to get that spice, keep it on going. So how long have you guys been married?
Well, we've been married about 4 years.
4 years.
We met about 5 years ago at a music festival in Pennsylvania. He's a bass player, and I was just blown away by his talent. I jumped up on stage at the end of the set.
Are you serious?
Introduced myself.
Nice.
We started a long-distance relationship. We've been together ever since.
Okay. So the romance started fading when what?
Well, we have a 3-year-old, so probably after the birth of our son, you know, we always put him first. It's really hard to pay attention to doing things alone, and, you know, we have completely conflicting schedules. He works nights and weekends, I work days, so we don't see each other
Look how
enough.
adorable that baby is. His eyes are huge. His eyes are like his mommy's, like big eyes like mommy.
He's so adorable.
So, Mark, what do you guys usually do on Valentine's Day, back in the day when you didn't
usually
have a baby?
we'll have dinner at home, watch a movie. It's kind of hard because we don't live around any relatives, so it's hard to find a babysitter. We usually have to do things
Also,
at
that's
home.
what you guys are doing now, like just a dinner with the baby
Yeah,
there,
at home,
kind of,
Always at home.
Okay, well, we can still have you have a sexy Valentine's Day at home. Actually, the perfect person is here. Jackie Stafford is here. She's the style director for Shape Magazine. And she's gonna help you guys and you guys at home figure out inexpensive ways to spice up your Valentine's Day, especially if you've been in a relationship, because not everybody is like hot and heavy, like, ooh, ooh, you're so new, ooh, ooh. You know that new thing where you can't take your hands off? That don't last forever. It's real love. A lot of times it don't last forever. So she's gonna help us spice it up. For cheap. What do you got?
Great ways. You don't actually have to go to an expensive restaurant. All you need to do to spice up your love life, head to the kitchen. So we have some great, basic, everyday foods here that everybody has at home in their kitchen. Ways to spice up. So I think you have a game show, right?
We have a game, okay? We're going to play a game with Mark and Jamie to see if they can guess which food will increase the passion and romance in their relationship. So here we go. You guys ready?
We're ready.
Okay, we have a table filled with basic foods that most people have in their kitchen. Each food has a specific function that helps improve people's sex life. So I'm going to ask a specific question, and Jamie and Mark are going to have to guess which food matches. And if you do well at the game, you're going to win a very romantic prize. Ooh. You ready?
We are ready.
Okay, first question. Which food do you think increases the number of orgasms for men and women? Which of these foods? We've got many. We've got eggs, whipped cream, nuts, celery, edamame, salmon.
Whipped cream?
I don't know.
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal starts with an O.
Oatmeal starts with an O.
I'm going to go with oatmeal because it starts with an O.
So you think oatmeal makes you go? Okay, here we
oatmeal,
go.
let's do
Let's
it.
see. Is that correct, Jackie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, serious?
Oatmeal for orgasm. Oh my God.
There we go.
And let me tell you why. Good girl.
Good.
Oatmeal for orgasm. We need to remember that. Breakfast need no longer be a very boring thing anymore because oatmeal contains nitric acid, and what this does is increases the production of healthy hormones for you and increases the blood flow to the men's genital area. There you go, better orgasm.
Had no idea.